Good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day. Happy Monday morning. Today is April 20th. So today on our show, we will have an update from Jeff Parker. He's got some numbers to run through and then a couple of things that we didn't get to last week. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about some scams that are out there from the IRS. Also, we want to help you keep your groceries to last longer. So we have some really great ideas for you on how to make those groceries last a little bit longer than normal. Now, remember, our meetings are going to be aired on their regular days, but they will be virtual meetings that you will be able to see. And later in our show today, we're going to tell you just how you can participate while that meeting is live. Let's go ahead and tell you a little bit about our websites as we usually do. CDC.gov has opportunities for you to log on and learn about stress, coping with stress, also how to make a mask, and a variety of other really nice resources of what you can do at home. There's that website for you. And then, of course, you can always click on the Coronavirus Disease 2019 right there in the middle. It'll bring you to where they have the numbers. Then we also have our own website, which is Laguna Woods Village Alerts.com, and that is specific to help you find all the things you need locally, what's going on at your grocery stores, what's going on locally with deliveries, pharmacies, that kind of thing. Plus, of course, we always will give you the latest updates on what's going on with the Orange County Health Department. And then if you would like to go back and look at some of our segments with Jeff Parker, you can click on that arrow down there where it's, well, the arrow won't be there, but the line will be. It says This Day Educational Broadcast. So you can go ahead and click on that. Or you could send us an email at info@lagunawoodsvillage.com, or you can listen to our recorded hotline, 949-268-2019. Now, let's go ahead and give you the weather. It is really going to be nice this week, and I know you're going to be tempted to be outside and gather and do all that stuff. So you're going to have to be a little bit harsher on yourself to do some of that social distancing. We're going to have a few clouds this morning, 67, 57. Then we've got sunny on Tuesday, 70, 56. Wednesday, very sunny, 82, 60. Sunny again on Thursday, 82. Then on Friday, we jump to 86, 61, so really nice this week. Then with their sunrise this morning was 6:14, and our sunset is going to be 7:26. And this gorgeous photo was sent in by Margie Turner. Margie, thank you so much. It is absolutely beautiful. Good job on that. So if you have a beautiful photo or any kind of photo that you think really represents Laguna Woods Village, please send it on over. Make sure it's a high definition photo and email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Now, right after this, stay tuned. We'll have an update with Jeff Parker.
As Orange County's highest-ranked hospital, Hoag is the place to turn to for timely information, reassurance, and care in these uncertain times. Our dedicated physicians, nurses, and staff stand ready to safely deliver world-class care, just as we have for nearly 70 years. This is what we do. We are here for you, and we will overcome this together. To access Hoag for all of your healthcare needs, visit hoag.org/trust.
We consider hearing to be an essential part of your life. During this time of quarantine and isolation, you need to be hearing the best you can to understand how to stay safe and to hear your friends and family. Advanced Ear Care is offering service to everyone that needs help with their hearing aids, no matter where it was you purchased. If it's not working properly, please call for a free troubleshooting appointment. We even have hands-free, no-contact curbside service. There's no charge for this service. Advanced Ear Care is here to keep you hearing during these critical days.
Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, Jeff Parker is here with us today to give us some updates, and he's got some numbers and he's got some IRS scams. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning again.
Yes, good morning again. And I tell you, that IRS scam thing really, got me thinking. There's a lot of stuff out there with everybody trying to apply for things. Right now, it's got to be tough.
Yeah, over the weekend and last week, we began to receive additional information from the IRS to notify especially our residents, our seniors that are very much at risk for scams, that they are seeing an increase in scams via phone or email scams. And we wanted to make sure that our residents were aware of that what they really should do is call the IRS directly. If they're not receiving direct information from the IRS and it's in an email form, that's not how the IRS contacts you.
Okay.
So they'll contact you directly, and so you have an issue like that, you can contact them, and we'll provide additional information. In our blast on Friday, we sent out a lot of information with regards to that kind of activity that's going on, not with the IRS, but just scams in general.
Okay.
Contracting scams, also the same case. We can get the work done, but we can do it for this kind of price.
Wow.
Be very, very careful about that, and we want our residents to be safe with regards to it.
Excellent. And then there were some increased numbers over the weekend from the Orange County Health Department. Did you want to go over those with us?
Yeah, unfortunately, but maybe not unexpected. We continue to see a rise in the cases and also the hospitalization with regards to the coronavirus. Now over 1,600 in the cases in the county. We had 79 in their last count. It was a big bump. As you remember, earlier on Monday or Tuesday, it was 7 and 12, and now it's back up to what we've seen in the past, which is in the 79, 50, 80. So it's jumped back up, and I think that has to do. Are you talking about
cases or?
That's cases,
Okay.
and really what it comes down to is the more testing they do, the more cases they're going to find.
Sure.
And they had a spike in cases that they had tested over the last couple of days. And so I think that's just the result now. 2 or 3 days later, you're seeing the spike in the number of cases that are.
Right.
The concern, and what I wanted to express again, is that we are the most vulnerable here in the village. Our age group, 55 and over, is still the one that is the most vulnerable to the coronavirus. Other ages are getting it, but the ones that are being most impacted with the severe cases in the ICUs, the hospitalization, and unfortunately deaths, are in that upper age group. And so again, wearing your mask, washing your hands, social distancing, it is all critical with regards to that. And unfortunately, and fortunately at the same time, we're going to have beautiful weather coming up this week. And so if you're going to go outside, we just, again, want to express the concern, wear your mask. Social distancing is critical to that. We know it's going to be beautiful out there. We'd like you to get some fresh air, but at the same time, be safe and watch who you're engaging with regards to that.
Right. Yeah, it is going to be tough. And one thing I think I mentioned before we came on is while you may be doing everything you're supposed to be doing, others may not. So you kind of have to, maneuver yourself away from people if they're getting too close. And it is definitely weird when you're trying to do all of that. I mean, going to the grocery store and things like that, it's definitely different. But
definitely a struggle.
You've got open houses. Now, we didn't get to talk about that last week, and I know that, people who are trying to sell or want to buy, it's a little tricky right now.
Right. We're trying to work with the realtors to understand that using virtual showcasing of their properties is the way to go right now. So we have limited or basically not allowed any open houses or showing of houses until May 1st.
Right.
Again, following the state guideline right now, May 1st is the last date that they've used is to keep the stay at home. Now the County of Los Angeles and the city has gone to May 15th, so we're waiting to see if the state does that or if they are going to extend it at all.
Okay.
We'll follow that pattern. Same thing goes with regards to utilization of our outside activities. We're starting to look at plans, how we can re-engage some of our activities outside, but we want to wait until we get a clearance from Orange County Health and the state health department, governor, and those individuals who are going to say, okay, it's safe to socialize out there to a limited extent.
Right.
And it's going to be limited. People are still going to need to wear masks, distancing, but they may be able to get out and do more activities out there.
Right. Well, if you listen to the federal government, they have a 3-phase plan, and whether or not governors are going to follow that is really we don't know. It's up to the governors themselves, so we'll see.
And Governor Newsom's been working with the state of Washington and Oregon to have kind of a 3-state approach with regards to this area because of the coast and the interaction of people moving to and from Oregon and Washington and transportation. And he has also said that they're going to fold out a plan this week that's going to talk about that. Now, the timing may be different than what the federal government's looking at.
Right.
But I think, again, it's going to be how do you control allowing the economy to start to come back, businesses to reopen with those set new guidelines of how they're going to operate.
Right. Well, we'll just have to kind of wait and see what happens over the next week or so.
That's correct.
Yeah. Masks. Now, you talked a lot about masks. Obviously, we need to be wearing them. Mask availability. Now, there's a lot of people who are making them, but how can we help our community here?
So our communications department is working with a lot of different organizations that have indicated a voluntary element of getting masks out. The Chinese Association, for one, has gathered a lot of masks and wanted to distribute. So we're working with them to make sure that if there is a distribution location, that it's set up appropriately so that we're having our distancing even there. And then, like I said, with the communication, we're getting more people like Sewing Club and individuals that are going to be making masks. We want to try to do a comprehensive so that people can call in to social services or come to a location that need masks so that everybody in the village gets them if they need them.
Oh, that would be great. So when do you think you might have more information about that, towards the end of the week?
I think Wednesday or Friday we'll have some additional information as to location, on time, and when we're going to do this activity.
Well, that's great, because then no one will have an excuse.
That would be
you
great.
can get a mask.
That's right.
Well, it's great. What else do you have? Anything else?
I just wanted to mention again on the economics. We're evaluating our operation right now on lost revenue and the expenses. I think one of the things that all of the mutuals are looking at right now is the assessments. Is there the waiver of late fees and that type of activity? And hopefully by Wednesday, we'll be able to report back on what kind of activities we're looking at with regards to that.
Okay, great. Well, good. Well, thank you again.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you on Wednesday.
Sounds great.
All right. And remember, stay tuned, because we are going to tell you how to keep your groceries fresh right after this.
To help stop the coronavirus, the CDC recommends to avoid contact with people who are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, then throw the tissue in the trash. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. Stay home when you are sick, except to get medical care. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. For more information, contact the CDC. A message from Village Management Services.
COVID-19 is a serious respiratory disease. There are simple steps we can all take to stay healthy and protect our community. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and warm water. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces daily. Cover coughs and sneezes with a tissue or elbow and avoid touching your face. If you do have symptoms like cough and fever, stay at home and call your doctor. When we all do our part, we can keep California healthy. For more information, visit covid19.ca.gov.
Hey, well, good afternoon and welcome to the McRae Man Cave in my lockdown. While you are locked down at home and wondering where your golf game has gone, there's some little things that you can do just on an ongoing basis to try to remember what that golf swing was like. Stay limber and stay active. This is something that I saw the other day and I practiced with it a little bit. Thought it actually made a lot of sense. It's called the broom drill. This is a broom. Guys, if you don't know what this is or where this is, shame on you. So go figure out where this is and put it to some other use, but also you can do this with it. What we try to do is we try to create a situation where we have the swing plane. The swing plane, I think you all know, is what the club wants to travel on so it can come back and through back to where the golf ball is in a square manner. So what we want to do is we want to set the broom up right up against the ball or something on the ground, not a golf ball, because you'll hit it through a window and get me in trouble. When you rotate your shoulders, you want to make sure that at that point right there, it's pointing right at your target. You rotate your shoulders some more, you notice that one end of the broom goes right through the ball. As you continue to turn, it remains on that angle. But as you start down, we don't do this, we don't do this, we do right back through the golf ball again. Keep turning your shoulders. Club comes from the inside back to square, and we sweep the ball toward the target. Looking at it from this standpoint, I create the shaft angle. I have the shaft angle still, and as I keep turning, I force it to sweep toward the target. So we don't do things like this to flip the hands over. We don't do things like this to keep the hands open. We drive it down and we sweep. Get that done, don't break anything, and stay active. Hope to see you soon.
Are starting to feel the financial impact of COVID-19, commonly called coronavirus. But we want you to know that there is help. We have disability insurance for workers who are ill or medically quarantined due to COVID-19. Paid family leave is available for those caring for an ill or medically quarantined family member, and unemployment insurance for reduced hours or lost work. We're all in this together. For information on how to stay healthy, visit covid19.ca.gov.
Before the next earthquake, take 30 seconds to refresh your memory about these important disaster preparedness tips. Make a family emergency plan. Decide how you'll get in touch with each other, where you'll go, and what you'll do in an emergency. Build a disaster supply kit with enough water, food, and emergency supplies to last at least 3 days. It's important to have disaster supply kits for work, cars, and pets too. Find and fix items in your home that might hurt someone by moving, breaking, or falling during an earthquake. Know how to react safely when the ground shakes. If you're inside, stay there. Remember to drop, cover, and hold on. Drop down onto your hands and knees and cover your head and neck with your arms to protect yourself from falling objects. If you can move safely, crawl under a sturdy desk or table and hold on to one of the legs until the shaking stops. After an earthquake, help people who are hurt or trapped. Call 911 for emergencies only. Check your home for damage, including gas or water leaks, damaged wiring, or downed power lines. Protect your family and your home by making a plan, building a kit, and practicing disaster drills at least twice a year. Be sure to visit readyoc.org for more information on emergency preparedness and alertoc.com to sign up for emergency alerts and notifications. We want you to be prepared for a disaster just as much as you do.
So when you're at the grocery store, many of you are probably finding that yeast was missing. And I know we talked about that a little while ago. So people must be making an awful lot of bread. So you obviously are going to the grocery store and you are stocking up a little bit more on multiple groceries. So how do we keep them fresh to last longer? Well, when we talk about bread, we can freeze bread. So if you're making bread or you buy loaves of bread, the best way to keep them fresh longer is to wrap them in a sealed container like a big Ziploc, and then you can put them in the freezer for up to 6 months. Now, I find that putting my loaf of bread in the refrigerator lasts quite a bit longer, and then you can just toast it up nicely or let it sit out at room temperature for a little bit before you make a sandwich. So that's one way to keep your bread fresh. Then, when it comes to your vegetables, you know how sometimes when you buy strawberries or you're buying apples, there's always seems to be maybe one that isn't so good. So make sure you root out the bad fruit. So whether apples, grapes, berries, go through your fruit and take out the moldy or rotten ones before they turn the rest of the bunch off. And sometimes I think it's a good idea to take your fruit out of the containers, wash the fruit really well, and then put them in your own containers, like a bowl or colander for grapes, things like that. So that kind of helps things last a little bit longer as well. Now, be good to your cheese. So your cheese can last for quite some time too and not get green and moldy by wrapping it regularly. So when you undo the wrapper, you can obviously put it back into a Ziploc or some saran wrap or even foil to kind of keep it good, and try not to touch it with your hands, because your hands have, you know, oils and things in it that is going to make it go moldy faster. And then I think we also mentioned storing fruit in your refrigerator as well. So apples and oranges go bad faster at room temperature. So do avocados. Avocados are turning, because it's warm inside your house, is going to turn bad. So make sure you keep those things in the fridge. Now, keeping your lettuce washed is super important. And then you can also put it in a paper towel. So after you wash it, you can dry it off a little bit, and then you put your paper, wrap it in your paper towel, and it will keep the leafy vegetables crisper longer. So, and you can put that in your refrigerator as well. So there you go. Some little tips on how to keep your groceries fresh longer. Now, let's tell you what our movie is today. It is going to be Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. And that is going to be a really good one. And we have a clip for you, so take a look.
It's an instinct. A feeling. The Force brought us together. We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
But I do.
Long have I waited. And now you're coming together. Is your undoing.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny. The Force will be with you. Always.
There you go, Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. And that is going to air today at 2 p.m. with subtitles, and then 6 o'clock without subtitles. And that was brought to you by Harvard Eye Associates. So we thank them for that. So that looks like a really great movie. Let's give you just a couple of things. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about participating in the meetings. So tomorrow will be, actually no, tomorrow there isn't a meeting, is there? Oh, wait, third meeting. Darn, sorry about that. Next week is the end of the month. All right, so third meeting, you can email your questions to meeting@vmsinc.org, or you can phone in your questions at 949-268-2020. Now remember, you can only do those two things when the meeting is going, and it's live during the time. It starts at 9:30, or you could watch it on your digital device, your iPad or computer, and you would go to lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. So that's the third meeting starting tomorrow, right after our broadcast at 9:30 tomorrow. Okay, and one last thing, let's tell you a little bit about the Laguna Woods Village grocery delivery that Memorial Care has been providing for us. So that will be today and tomorrow and Friday. So if you would like to have some groceries delivered to you, you would call 949-452-3333. 949-452-3032. So there's a couple different numbers there. Try either one. If one's busy, you might be able to call the other one. So there you go. So that's some good information for you. Then also, I wanted just to make one more mention about the Village Breeze. This has been delivered to your mailboxes. If you haven't gotten it over the weekend, you will be getting it this week. So they stagger the deliveries, so don't be surprised if you haven't gotten yours quite yet. It will be arriving soon. Let's take a look at our weather. Again, as I mentioned, it is going to be very, very nice. Very nice this week. But again, of course, always remember to keep your social distancing at 6 feet apart and make sure you wear your masks. Today we have a few clouds this morning. They're going to burn off to sun, 67, 57. By Wednesday, we're going to start heating up into the 80s, 82, 60. But then by Friday, it's looking pretty darn good, 86, 61. So it is going to be warm. So hopefully you'll be able to get outside and enjoy the weather. And like I said, keep your social distancing and use your masks. And then on Wednesday, we'll have some more information for you from Jeff Parker about where you can get your mask. Stay tuned for the next program that's up at 9:30, and we'll see you again tomorrow here in the Village. Stay safe.
May know age well for delivering life-saving Meals on Wheels to homebound seniors. But did you know they keep seniors active and engaged at 10 modern centers? Serve nutritious congregate meals amid friendly surroundings. Transport seniors safely to and from appointments, and provide much-needed equipment and other essential services. Now, this vital nonprofit organization needs your support to sustain its mission. This is AgeWell Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
How are you making the most of your life, and do you apply that same devotion to planning your financial future? A train off its tracks goes nowhere. Having a financial plan that is consistent with your lifestyle will keep you on track through your retirement years.
Align Wealth Advisors specializes in creating a financial strategy that best fits your needs and your lifestyle, now and in the future.
Align Wealth Advisors. Life, wealth, balance.
The American Legion. We're a powerful force for the nation. We're the largest veteran service organization in the nation, with 2.5 million members. And when you add to that the American Legion Auxiliary and the Sons of the American Legion, we have a family of 4 million members, working hard every day for our veterans, our youth, and our communities. Go to legion.org to find out more about the American Legion's commitment of service to America.
Are you or someone you know facing financial challenges from unexpected emergency expenses? The foundation of Laguna Woods Village can provide the temporary help you need. Meals on Wheels, adult day services, dental services, medical alert services, and ambulance contracts. Contact the Village Social Services at 949-597-4267 to see if you qualify. Neighbors helping neighbors. The mission of the foundation of Laguna Woods Village.
Welcome to Harvard Eye Associates. We have been proudly serving Orange County for over 40 years. We are excited to announce our Laguna Hills location is now located at a larger state-of-the-art facility, located a block away from our previous location. Our new facility is conveniently located next to Saddleback Hospital and across from Nordstrom Rack at 23961 Calle de la Magdalena. Come join the Circle of Care at Harvard Eye Associates, where the future of vision is today.